This is a political hit job.
Georgia's GOP convention marking Trump's first public appearance after becoming the first former president to face federal charges.
Doesn't matter to me. Not at all.
Outside the state convention, his supporters are unfazed.
I think it's a bunch of bull. Trump ain't done that. Wrong thing Trump done is saved this country.
They're not going to let it stop. They can't stand the fact that he's running for president. And I am a Donald Trump fan.
It's probably altered, but it's just typical liberal propaganda.
What's up, everybody? Major retired Richard Ojeda here, and you could almost hear the banjos playing outside of the Republican Party convention in Columbus, Georgia, as diehard Trump supporters squealed like pigs over the Orange Jackaloon's 37-count espionage indictment.
What he did is incorrect, absolutely incorrect. But the system allowed it to happen. The system is broken, needs to be fixed.
The convention also drew a handful of anti-Trump protesters, co-opting one of his most popular catchphrases in this quick moment of tension.
Your servant. Lock you up. Yeah, you had. You support Hillary Clinton. She done a lot wrong. You're an idiot.
Donald made his first public appearance there Saturday since his indictment. He found most of his base unfazed by the charges against him. It's a bunch of bull, said one toothless Trump supporter. He was sporting a Confederate flag on his vest and a MAGA hat that was probably made in China. The old Krabby Jack looked like a toothless roadie for a Ted Nugent concert as he stood in defiant opposition to anything factual.
As president, I could have declassified, but now I can't, Trump said, according to the transcript of the audio obtained by CNN. There's an audio recording of him doing so.
We know that that can be changed. We know that that can be altered.
Within the 49-page indictment, pictures showing boxes of classified documents stacked high in a Mar-a-Lago bathroom, ballroom, office space, and elsewhere.
If you listen to what MAGA numbskulls have said about President Biden, you would see their hypocrisy. Ever since President Biden won the election, there's been GOP jackaloons pushing a false narrative that Joe Biden is weak and he can barely count to 5 or say his ABCs. But all of a sudden, Joe Biden is the mastermind behind the greatest plot ever hatched against Donald Trump. Their logic is completely laughable. Lindsey Graham has been riding the snake oil circuit, aggressively defending Trump recently, but even Graham knows deep down that Trump will likely be convicted. Graham just wants to be flamboyant in his oppositional defiance, and his moronic logic is influencing ignorant Trump supporters who won't even read the indictment.
I don't care about the indictment. You could indict a bologna sandwich.
These loyalists share a deep sense of distrust against perceived opponents of Trump, including the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the press.
Bill Barr called the indictment very, very damning and told Fox News that if even half of the charges are true, Trump is toast. Speculation surrounding the maximum sentence that Donald could receive had been figured between 136 and 760 years in prison, and a prominent former U.S. attorney is demanding Trump be sentenced to 760 years.
Ultimately, these Trump supporters could not point to any piece of evidence that would cause their support to waver.
I think Trump is the best president we've ever had, and I'm all about getting him reelected.
Trump referred to Barr as a gutless pig and unpatriotic after hearing of his former Attorney General's assessment. When anyone criticizes Donald Trump, that's the way that usually responds, calling them names. How many times have we all seen this disgusting behavior? He hates the same people that his idiotic followers hate. That's what gives them the boldness to defend themselves in the face of their own ignorance. The Trump supporters in attendance were not ready to admit to themselves and others that Donald is a criminal and doesn't even care for them. Therein lies the basis of their delusional thinking. They don't want to admit that they were wrong. It's childish behavior. Instead of saying, hey, maybe I was wrong about that, their egos got hurt and they keep repeating the same defiant lie until they believe it, stepping on everyone else because deep down they are just angry, stupid people. It's un-American behavior. This is Trump's base. Let's be clear of one thing. There is nothing American about MAGA, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.